Let's start from the beginning. You have a really interesting story from the Caribbean, grew up in a really tiny little house and an exchange student. Kind of take us through your journey and what got you here.
When I look back in hindsight, I see God in everything, from where I came from to where I am. From the Caribbean, a small island called St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And my mom has 6 kids, and we grew up in a 2-room house that was separated by a curtain. And there was 2 beds for all of us. I was given the opportunity to come to America when I was 15 to play basketball. I didn't really care much about basketball. Actually, I hated watching it when I was a kid. Got to Baylor, and my junior year played and worked and won a national championship. Like, what? Who does that?
Of course.
You know? And got the MVP in that in the NCAA tournament. And then that's when my eyes opened up to the WNBA, because again, it wasn't a dream of mine, like, oh my gosh, I want to play in the WNBA. My senior year comes around, I'm supposed to be drafted number 3 and end up going number 4 to San Antonio.
Reflecting back, I mean, it has been 10 years and teammates become family almost, and coaches. And what is it that you've learned through these past 10 years being here with the Stars? And what is it that, what's that bond like with your teammates?
I feel like teammates are, people that you get to know and, like you said, form a connection with, and you feel like you've known them for a long time. Becky Hammond was the person that I played with longest here, and she retired last year, but I felt like Becky and I had a really close connection on the court, and we bonded with each other from the moment whenever she came here. And so they become your family, because as a professional athlete, your basketball team is your family.
What's been one of your favorite memories here in San Antonio?
For basketball, obviously the most memorable moment was hitting that shot in 2008 and against LA. From a fan standpoint, I feel like Bertha, Carmen, and Aleka, they are my section leaders, and they have been my section leaders from the moment I got here. And I know in every game you hear the crowd yelling, "We love you, Sophia!" And that's them, chanting the crowd to do that. To be able to know that you have that support from the fans, that from the very beginning, I think that's pretty special.
At the start of this season, you already knew that this was going to be your last season. What was it that influenced you to retire for the season?
Coming into the WNBA, I never even imagined that I would be here for 10 years. I made a promise to myself that if I'm here when I'm 30, I'll retire by 30. I'm 31, so I'm super blessed to be able to be a year extra than what I initially planned.
And what is it that you'll miss the most about being a part of this team?
I think the locker room, the locker room, the teammates, just having that culture of a team. I've been a part of a team since I was 15 years old, and I've been a part of a group of girls that have the same goal, have the same focus, to win a championship. And it's just that phase and that time in my life where I feel like I'm okay, if I don't have basketball anymore, and I'm okay, and I'm looking forward to the next step.